Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Today podcast. I miss putting these headphones on. Well, welcome back, everybody. Appreciate the little patience you had there. I know this hasn't been the easiest process going through everything, but we're here now. We're here with a big announcement, a very special announcement, and the next stage of Turf Today. The first thing I want to say is thank you. I have to say thank you to a lot of people, starting off with our community. The show wouldn't be what it is and what it's turned into without you, without our participation from our community, from the listeners, everything you guys have added to the show, created the culture around the show. It's all because of you. It's been intertwined with the Turf Today brand, Turf Today Instagram, and various social channels we have. But it's been because of you. The guests. This has all been about the guests. And that's when we started this. It was all about the interviews. And we've definitely, turned it into a bit more of a show, having some fun things and stuff that's come up, but it's always back to being about the interview and the guests. And we've had some phenomenal guests. We've had some world famous greenkeepers. We've had some people that are just getting into the industry and just starting in school, and a wide variety in between. And without these guests and without these amazing stories, the Turf Today podcast wouldn't be what it is. So thank you to all of those people. We also got to thank the sponsors. We wouldn't have been able to start this show and get the show up and running without the sponsors. And it certainly wasn't a full-time job for me. It's not something I'm making a living off of. It's just enough for us to be able to record every week and make it happen and put it out. But with what's going to be coming next, it's a whole nother echelon. And we're very, very fortunate for the sponsors we have had and wouldn't have gotten here without them. And we're really ready for the next group that we're going to be working with. The other person I need to thank right now is our co-host, Trevor Larson. Trevor's done a great job over the past couple of years of being able to balance his schedule, being a superintendent, everything he has going on with his own golf brand, and trying to help us out with the show. So for everything you've done, Trevor, you've been awesome. We really appreciate it. And you will be missed on this show for sure. Now, are you ready? This is when it gets really exciting. Something we've been working on for a while now, ever since Arizona. I'd love to be able to share this all with you, but you're probably sick of hearing me talk. So why don't we let Brian Laurent tell you everything about what's going on here?
Oh boy, Adam, what's going on, man? Happy to be here.
Yeah,
Happy
Brian.
happy to be announcing this incredible merger here. We've been talking for the last several weeks, trying to figure out how we can combine our two brands and really do something special within the industry. And so just super excited to get started, be a part of this podcast, bring our brands together, do a bunch of great content, distribute a bunch of stuff through social media, through our various channels, create some new content, some new channels of distribution, and really just promote this incredible industry out there to the world. So just, again, really grateful for the opportunity to make this all happen. I think as you and I have talked about over the last several weeks, there's still some things that we're trying to iron out. But at the end of the day, we just wanted to make sure we came together, we brought our talents together. I think as you and I have talked behind the scenes, we complement one another. You've got a great skill set that I have been lacking, again, probably because of my age. I'm, some of these social media platforms have outgrown me and my capabilities, but you bring a lot to the table and you're extremely talented. You're extremely driven, and just excited to be partnering with you and Turf Today and being a part of this podcast and just look forward to growing with you, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something we've been talking about for a while. We're both very like-minded individuals, very driven, and we want to help the industry. Kind of started the companies at the same time. Superintendent Network and Turf Today both launched in different ways. The Superintendent Network travels around different golf courses and tournaments, meeting superintendents and different people in the industry and putting their stories out there. Whereas, Turf Today has been more driven on the social media side of things and the podcast kind of telling stories that way. So being able to combine the two companies and the two brands together into one is only going to be able to help the industry more and reach more people. So I think everybody out there should be very, very excited about this merger because it should be this should be bringing big things to the industry.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So definitely look forward to continuing kind of what I've been doing the last couple of years, traveling around, telling stories, being a part of tournaments and whatnot. And then just again, look forward to kind of you continuing what you've been doing and crowdsourcing content, doing the podcast, and look forward to being a part of the podcast and bringing on some great guests and having some great conversations with more and more people throughout the industry. And again, just being able to deliver more and more to the audience and again promote the industry. Our mission at the Superintendent Network is to educate, promote, inspire, and connect the community, and this just gives us an additional opportunity to do that and tell the great stories that are out there, promote the positive sides of this industry, and again, with the Turf Today audience, look to reach a whole nother crowd, a whole nother segment of this audience that we can attract and bring into this industry, showcase all the great opportunities that are out there. And for me, that's really one of the plus sides of what this all brings, is just being able to again showcase the amazing opportunities that are in this turf community.
Yeah, there's two really good strong communities we've built, both with Turf Today and the Superintendent Network. And you guys just need to know now that you're all one. You're all part of the same community. You're going to be getting it from all different angles. We've always really tried to push the positive side of things and the professional side of things, which we really will. There will still be the lighthearted side and the fun stories and that kind of thing that we are going to push through the Turf Today show. But our main focus and our main brand will be the Superintendent Network, with a lot of our merchandise and a lot of our professional stuff produced online for everybody to see. So just know that, yeah, if you're part of Turf Today and you enjoy Turf Today, it's not going away. It's going to be more geared towards the show and the culture side of the brand, and then the Superintendent Network being the kind of the big mothership that we put everything through. So all of the posting and stuff that you're going to see, there's going to be some new branding, some new logos. We're going to have a big merch drop for everybody. Something we're going to push on Turf Today is introducing you to the membership, because there's a superintendent membership that gives you a lot of great access and a lot of great extra content that a lot of people don't see. So that's something that'll be really big, and we can get you guys involved with that. And we want to grow this community and have as many members as we can, because there's going to be a lot of fun stuff, including the shows and a couple of golf tournaments coming up, right, Brian?
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah, this all started. Remember, we did the podcast. We talked about combining our events in San Diego next year. So this is just kind of taking it to a whole nother level.
A whole nother level. Yeah. So definitely going to take us some time. This isn't an overnight process, but we have some fun stuff lined up. I know next week we're actually going to be talking to John Ballard, a name that a lot of people will know. And if you don't, it's definitely something you're going to want to check out, because he's a big name in our industry, and it's going to be a fun one for Brian to do, or Brian and I to do as kind of our first episode. And it's a great, great lead into the PGA Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. His team's grinding away over in Louisville, getting ready. It's going to be nice to have John joining us during advance week, and then releasing that one during tournament week. Get everyone primed for the next major coming up here.
Yeah. So lots of great guests. We're going to go back to some of the guests that we had originally. We do have some people that were lined up to come on. We're going to work with them as well. So if you were on that list, don't feel like we're just pushing you to the side. This show is going to be open and available to a lot of different people. We're really excited to be able to bring this to you and bring this together. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out over the next few weeks, just to kind of let you know how this is going. It's not going to be an overnight process. We don't want to just, scare everybody and turn the page. It's going to be a bit of a slow process to get everything turned over, but we're open to suggestions. We're open to help. If anybody has any ideas, anybody wants to reach out and give us some advice. This is obviously a big thing for us that we're working on, but we're doing it for you and for the industry. So if you guys have any input or any ideas, definitely reach out and let us know.
Absolutely. This is it's all about the community. Again, like you said, certainly would encourage folks to reach out if they have ideas, ways that we can make this better, guests that we should bring on. You name it. I think it is all revolving around the community, and people always ask me all the time, what do you want it to be? I'm like, well, I want it to be whatever the community wants it to be, because that's when it's successful, is when you're delivering something that they want. So again, would encourage people to reach out to us and let us know. And like you said, it's not going to happen overnight. We want to do it right. We've been talking about logos and other different branding options. And we don't want to just push something out there just to push something out there. We want to do it right. We want to make sure we're taking our time to get it right the first time. So 100%, it's big things ahead.
We're very excited, and like Brian and I both said, if you guys have any ideas, definitely reach out. This is something that we're planning on doing for a while. We both want to have this kind of career in the industry. We both want to work at this. So together, putting our brains together and our resources together, we're gonna, do everything we can. But asking for help and getting the experience and the knowledge from our community is something that's going to make this a lot better too. So we're all in this together. We're all very excited about this merger, the Superintendent Network and the Turf Today coming together. This is going to be a lot of fun, and the future is bright.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Okay, and before we go, as promised, we have to let you know the 5 finalists of the Toro giveaway. And this is something you're going to see later on Turf Today. We're going to post all 5 in the same post, and then it's up to the community to vote. You just vote 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, whatever picture you like best or post you like best. And that person with the most votes at the end of the week, next Turf Today or next Toro Tuesday, is when we're going to announce it. So if you're one of these 5 people, get all your friends and family out there to vote for you, because it's a sweet package you're taking home. 5 people left: SB820, Travis_Hutch, Willis A. Spencer, Through the Keeper's Eye, and Brandon Damasco. Best of luck, everybody. It's coming up. And for anybody looking to save a little bit of money, no, nothing to do with car insurance, go to our link tree, link in our bio at Turf Today, and you can save money on the Turf Hawk, Spray Caddy, and Sprouties. With all 3 of those companies, we're offering Turf Today promo codes. So go check out all 3 of those companies if you're looking to get any of those products.